Hi guys, and welcome to the final vlog for the Ours Magical Readathon. It's the 22nd of April, which means I have 8-ish days left, and in those 8 days I need to finish 5 books. I need to read Rebecca, Angel Fall Broom, Rest of Us Just Live Here, and Black Leopard Red Wolf. I am currently reading Black Leopard Red Wolf and I have only 200 pages left. I am currently reading Rebecca and I've read about 134 pages of that. And I haven't started these 3, although I do anticipate them going quite fast because this is young adult, and this has quite big font. That's all I've got going for me. So, do you guys think I can do it? I know that I can read quite a lot when I put my mind into reading, but the problem is that I can't because this is basically my study period. I've got 4 more assignments I need to finish, one of which is due on April 30th, 3 of which is due on May 7th, and I've got an exam on May 16th, so I'm basically studying and doing assignments, and that's kind of all my life. In this vlog we're also going to be going to an author event, so I will be travelling down to London for a vlogger event, and it's just going to be a very intense week, guys. I hope I can do all of this reading, all of the studying assignments, and also have fun on my trip to London. What are we going to do right now? We're going to finish off my Shakespeare essay because then that will be one less assignment to do. We just finished working on the Shakespeare essay. Very happy that that's done. Time for a lunch break, and for lunch, because I've been doing my vegetarian sugar-free month, I've been eating couscous. So in this couscous we've got cucumbers, carrots, tomatoes, lactose-free Greek cheese, and couscous and avocado. Yum yum. Hi everyone and good morning. I know I'm wearing a disgustingly bright colour, but let's just deal with it. So this reading vlog is probably going to be a bit more of me just reading and then coming to talk to you about it, and me doing stuff and then coming to talk to you about it, because we're not doing anything too exciting. It's really just crackdown study week for me. A bit boring. I was thinking of deleting the footage again, but Isabel told me don't delete your vlog footage, so I'm just going to talk about the books, and that's what this channel is about, talking about books. So anyway, last night like 2 AM I finished reading Black Leopard Red Wolf by Marlon James, and this is officially my first 1-star read of the year. It was 1600 pages of no enjoyment for me. I really didn't enjoy this book, and I'm gonna probably roast it in my wrap up, knowing me, because when I get het up about something I get a bit testy. But this was a really terrible book, and I'm just so glad it's over. This fulfilled 2 prompts for me for Tome Topple. So from Tome Topple I've done 4 out of the 5 prompts, and I'm not going to do any more because I don't have time to read another tome before the end of the readathon, which ends in like 2 days, tomorrow. And as well as that, I've got to page 260 of Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier, which means I've got less than 200 pages left, and I hope to read quite a lot of this today, and then if possible finish it tomorrow. I'm really enjoying it. It's got this beautifully haunting atmosphere, and I really like the writing style. It just took me a little bit of time to get into. As for studying, yesterday I finished writing my non-fiction short story, which had to be 2,500 words long, and I wrote it, and it's called The 4 Things I Hate to Hear. So it's about some things that have to do with black culture and just culture and identity that I hate other people telling me. And I've got to write another 2,500 word short story, which is fiction, and this one I've kind of planned it and I'm going to be writing it today, and if I combine those 2 together, that is my assignment done for my composition of fiction class, which means I'll have done 4 out of 6 assignments that are due in May, which is really good. So I'm gonna go today. I need to take a walk because I've just been inside reading and studying. It's quite ironic because I'm reading for the hours and then studying for my hours, but I've just been reading and studying all day, and I've just been staying inside and only talking to my flatmates. So I think it's good for me to go out on a walk, even though I don't have anywhere to go. Just walk. I'm not going to listen to an audiobook, like no reading, no studying, just me and some fresh air. We have just finished writing the other 2.5k short story, which ended up being about a mother who is at an inquest for her daughter who committed suicide, and she's trying to tell the coroner why it wasn't her fault. However, she's lying, and it kind of flashes back to what actually happened. Why do I always write about parents having difficulties with their children? Like, I am not a parent. I don't know why I do this, but anyway. That means 4 out of 6 assignments are done, and I'm going to do some yoga, and then I'm going to do some reading. Little girls, listen closely. Someone told me you deserve to know
learnt from you. I'd be lost without you guys.
Hey guys, so I just had the most fun because my sister was online at the same time as me, so I watched the episode of Merlin and all the while I was texting her on Facebook, and we just laughed so much and had such a fun back and forth analysing and breaking down that episode. I haven't really been in the mood to study. I still got my short story done, but I just haven't been feeling on top of things, and yeah. So it is 10 p.m. I'm gonna wash up and blog hop a bit and then read more of Rebecca. Let's get started with reading until Rebecca is finished. I just crossed a plot twist in this book and I was like, I predicted it sort of, but sort of not really at the same time. But yes, I'm very much looking forward to finishing this one off. Guys, I can't take this. I have 30 pages of Rebecca left and the suspense is so high. This is what thrillers were like when they were written in like classic times. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. And I finished Rebecca, which was brilliant. The ending was fantastic and I really enjoyed reading this classic. So what up next for me on my TBR is Angelful by Susan E. But before that, I think I'm going to do a workout. So I am someone who does my own nails and I just finished. They look like this. I don't know if it's going to focus. There you go. So behind it, it's a gradient of dark blue to light blue, and then it's got some nice Aztec-y patterns. So my nails are going to look good when I'm reading. And while I was doing my nails, I was watching G from the book Roast, her Owls Week 3 vlog, and that's kind of reminded me that I need to edit my vlog. So quite happy with this outcome. So as a student, one thing that's really nice is to earn a little bit of extra money on the side by content creating, which is like YouTube, Booktube, Bookstagram and book blogging. I am blessed enough to have been able to do quite a few sponsored posts for my book blog and have in the previous year been able to pay for my self-hosting costs solely from sponsored blog posts, which was really good because it is quite expensive to host your own website if you didn't know. And at the moment I'm working on a video which is also for a sponsored video. Basically it's not for YouTube, it's actually for like this different app that I've never heard of before, but it's my first time doing a video that's sponsored and I hope they like what I've created because I've been working hard on this. So it is 9:15 and we're kind of having a late dinner, but I would like to show you what I'm eating. So it's very orange, which is great because that's my favourite colour. So we've got carrots boiled, we've got homemade sweet potato fries. Cutting up sweet potato is always an arm workout. And we've got a veggie burger, which is melted cheese in the middle, and I'm so excited because it's supposed to be good. Hey guys, so I'm just sitting on my floor and I wanted to tell you about the plan for today. So today I am going to London. I think in the previous vlog I said I wasn't going to London anytime soon, but we are going for a blogger event and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going late in the evening, so I'll probably be reading on my Kindle because I don't think there'll be lights on in the bus. And I'm going to be reading either Angelful, if I can find where I am in the paperback on my Kindle version, or The Rest of Us Just Live Here because I also have that on my Kindle. So reading will be done in the evening. I'm going to uni today. Wow, look at that. I actually have uni to go to. Term 3, like I don't really have many classes because it's all deadline assignments and exams going on. So I'm going to go to uni, have a meeting with my tutor about my short story assignment, see if he's got any feedback for me, and then it'll just be pretty much getting ready to go and going. I'm just so tired lately. I don't sleep enough, don't sleep well, reading, because I really want to get my owls. I want to be an alchemist. Still got 3 books. But I also have so many things to do for uni. Let's go. Okay, so we're not in London yet, but I wanted to pop back on because when I left I was really dejected. So that happens a lot when I haven't got enough sleep. I'm really bad at sleeping, so I went to sleep for half an hour and had a half an hour nap, and I woke up and I was like, I do not want to go to uni. But I went to the meeting with my tutor for my creative writing and he looked over the first draft of my short story assignments, just like not the whole thing because he's not allowed to do that, but he can look at the beginning, and from those things he was so happy. He also tutored me in my first year, my second year of uni now, and he was like, you've improved so much, this writing is so good, and he just mentioned some small things that need changing, so I do need to do another round of edits, but it was just really uplifting to hear that the hard work that I'm putting into all my assignments and like day after day this whole month pretty much is paying off. And I didn't realise I needed to hear it, but it was really nice to hear it, and I just walked back literally on cloud 9, and I was really happy, and I felt a bit more energised because I'd had a nap. So I'm going to make some food, I'm going to send out my newsletter, and then we're going to London, and on the coach I'm going to try and read, but I'm not going to push myself to read if I'm not in the mood to. If I need to sleep on that coach, I'm going to sleep on that coach, because I've been getting about 5 hours sleep a night, and that is not enough, and I wake up a lot in the night because I'm feeling a bit of the uni pressure. It's just like weighing on my shoulders, but it just weighs on my shoulders when I'm supposed to sleep. If you struggle with sleeping and then you're in a situation with a lot of deadlines, it just messes it all up. So that's just a little update. I've really just been talking at you in this vlog. I'm sorry it's been so boring. Sorry. Hey guys, so we're in London. That's not London, this is actually just a painting on my sister's wall, but like London effect. So I arrived late last night, so I just kind of went to bed, but this morning we are going to the blogger event. I'm really excited, and I'll definitely film some stuff there because they expect us to film because we're bloggers, so we don't even have to feel shy about it. And yeah, it's been a good journey. On the way here I read half of Angel Fool. I'm reading on my Kindle again because I didn't pack books with me because I just wasn't going to lug them around for a single weekend. But Angel Fool is really good, guys. Okay, so the writing is a bit like mediocre, but I totally skipped out on the young adult being addicted to like angels, like the Hush Hush series and all of that, and the Fallen series. I didn't do that phase. I totally skipped over the angels because I was still entrenched in vampires. I'm still kind of entrenched in vampires, to be honest. But yeah, I'm reading one of my very first angel books. Like, I think I've read a couple. I must have at some point. But yeah, I don't really know much about angel stories. But this one is actually intriguing me. It's back to the young adult, you know, where there's like the intense looks between people. But there's also so much more. And this world is so grim. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And I hope to finish it today because I want to keep reading. It's so addictive. So I'm going to go to the event, come back and read some more.
And this is actually quite funny because when I wrote the book about 2 years ago.
Okay, so you just saw the books that we got from the event, which were really nice, and I'm very much looking forward to reading them. I read Robert Muchamore when I was younger. I read the Cherub series, and now I get to read these ones. I also stopped by Morrison's and got some vegan organic gummy bears which had no added sugar to them, only natural sugars, and they're pretty good. I find them very sweet, but my sister says they're not. And I got some rice noodles, so I'm going to eat that, watch Booktube, and then read. Hey guys, so my sister's boyfriend was here and we played Mario Kart for the first time in years, and I was totally second place. Her boyfriend got first place, but he's been playing Wii more recently than we have. But I just finished reading Angel Fall and that was so weird. The ending was so out of nowhere and it was so weird, but I still really enjoyed it. I totally missed out on the young adult angel thing. I think I'm gonna give this book 3 stars, and I think I need to do a video of my star ratings because people get really confused because I'm like, oh, I really like this book, 3 stars, and I'm like, I didn't really like this book, 3 stars. So I need to like explain, and Lily Eleanor Reed's did one where she explained things so clearly that I'm like, maybe I should try and do something like that. But yes, it was weird, it was wacky, and I really want the sequel, and I'm gonna give it 3 stars because I still had some problems with it, some consistency things, some things that were just a bit like but I did enjoy it. So now that I've done this, I'm gonna go work on my assignment. Now we're gonna work a different assignment. We're gonna work on my poetry portfolio where I have to write 25 to 30 pages of poetry, and I need to, like, different poems, like a poetry collection, and I need to have a, you know, rationale explaining my process, explaining what I want these poems to do, and like where my inspiration came from. So I'm going to start working on that. I've got poems that I can use towards it already from what I've created throughout the year, and I'm hoping that will take up at least 10 to 12 pages, and then I've got to create a lot of poetry. That's a lot of poetry to write. I really want to read the next book. Guys, we've got, after today, we've got 3 more days and I've got 2 more books. If I want to be an alchemist, we are gonna do this. Just so you all know, I am Baby Mario. First place after years of playing. But on the coach, on the way back, I managed to finish The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness. And it was so very different from the Chaos Walking trilogy. This one reads more like a contemporary, but I just found it so funny when it was mocking all the young adult tropes. It was just quite entertaining to read, and I thought it was a really nice contemporary. I don't think it was like anything particularly special or groundbreaking, but it was kind of heartwarming, and at the end of it I was just smiling in the coach to myself. It was really cute. But now that I'm back here, we have 15 minutes until me and my flatmate go and watch Avengers Endgame. I'm not the biggest Marvel fan. I haven't seen all of the movies. I haven't seen all of the ones that have been coming out recently. Haven't even seen Captain Marvel, but apparently, according to my sister who saw it yesterday, I've seen enough of the key ones, so I should be able to understand what's going on. I have seen Avengers Infinity War. I'm also watching Endgame because I know my flatmate wants to see it, and I just want to like know what happens in the end. Oh, and by the way, to continue in my no processed sugar, I have got some dried mango with no added sugar, and that's going to be my popcorn. So, no spoilers for Endgame because I'm not like that. I'm very angry. I'm just angry. Want to talk to me more about it in the comments? Just let me know. I'm happy to discuss and complain. Very happy. But it was a good movie. And then I came home and it's my sister's birthday today. She's turning 17 and I stayed up till about 4 AM on the phone talking to her, Skyping her. So I'm exhausted. Okay, I just started part 4 of Room and it is so suspenseful. I was literally like screaming at the book, wanting it to do different things. And I've got 2 more parts left, like almost 200 pages. I'm so excited, but we're gonna have a break because I need to make some lunch. I've got some pasta and some cheese and I'm just gonna do something really basic and quick because I just want to keep reading. Hey guys, guess what I just did? I finished reading Room by Emma Donoghue and it was really good. It was quite fantastic. I thought the beginning was a bit slow, but the writing style and the perspective she's chosen to write this book from was amazing. It was emotional, it was suspenseful, it had me smiling at places, and I just think this is one of the books where the less you know the better, so I'm going to leave it at that and carefully plan what I'm going to say in my wrap up. But that is it. We read 12 books for the Owls Readathon. Didn't think I'd make it there. It's April 30th, 6 PM, so 6 hours to spare. I'm very glad to be on my way to being an alchemist, and I will definitely be here in August to take my newts and see if I can really get to being an alchemist. Thank you so much to all the people who've watched these reading vlogs. I'm sorry this one has been a bit as fun as the other ones. I've just not really been in a reading mood or a vlogging mood. May is totally my holiday month of like reading and everything. But yes, thank you so much for watching. Just let me know how you are. Tell me one thing that has made you smile in the comments down below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more, and don't you forget to hit that notification to be updated every time I have a new video, and I'll see you guys in my wrap up, the next one. Goodbye.